going on, everyone? It's Rich here at UTVSource.com. Today, I'm going to be installing the agency power air intake. So, pretty simple, you know. Luckily for us, our UTV Source 2020 Turbo X has a lift up spare. It holds up. It's the Cognito cage and lift up spare. So it makes everything really easy to get in there. Nothing falling on our head. I don't have to unfold anything. So that's really that. You almost need like a little step in here. So that's the factory air element in there, and it's pretty nice. It's actually the first time I opened that up. So there's a couple of things we get to do, guys. We can just put in the air intake or the new air filter from Agency Power. A few things to note. This has this cone shape inside here, so we're gonna be pulling just a little bit more air. This is a washable, reusable filter. Super clean. That is a paper element. Factory one's a paper element. So you can't wash it, you can't reuse it. It's a one and done type deal. A couple other things to take into consideration when you're putting in your air filter. Some guys are going to tell you you need to spray oil on this. I'm not going to spray oil on it because when we go riding, the dust just blocks it up, and I've seen these things just suck in on themselves because of the oil and the dirt that gets on it. It's to each their own. Really depends on where you're riding, but if you're going to the desert, probably not the best idea to coat this thing in oil, because you have the potential to just have the air filter suck in on itself. So I'm not going to oil this up. I'm going to throw it in as a dry element. I'm going to pop that out and put it in. And I got some more upgrades for you. Okay, guys, so this is the Agency Power air filter. Washable, reusable. You can choose to spray oil on it or not. I'm not going to run oil on it because I've had some issues with air filters in the past, running in the dust and in the desert. They'll start like sucking in on themselves because they're not flowing air anymore. The dust is caught on there when you're on those long runs, and it'll just start collapsing in on itself. So we're gonna run it just like this. So remember, washable, reusable. Really nice, super easy upgrade. This is the factory Polaris air filter. There's nothing wrong with it. This is a paper element though. It's a one and done thing. You throw it away when you're done. I should note right now, they did put some grease on the inside, which is fine to do. That actually creates a seal when you stick it back on. The install on this is freaking insanely difficult. Let me show you. It's very hard. Very hard. Took me a little bit. I read the directions. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that was done. So that's like probably, like no joke, the easiest install on any UTV. So it's not gonna eat your time. It is what it is. It's a pretty good investment. Your motor is there. You gotta start to think about your side-by-side. The engine on that's like a big vacuum. So we're gonna pull in some more air. We're getting rid of more air with the Agency Power exhaust system we have. And that's it. That's the install. I'm gonna do some more though, because that was just that went way too fast. We went ahead and we have the Agency Power intake tube. We're gonna replace the factory one. We're also gonna install a blow-off valve. So sure this one's gonna take me a little bit longer. Not very difficult. Things only go where they can go on this. And let me get to it, get my tools. Yeah, buddy. So rad. So it's not very difficult. It's just being mindful of not losing things, I guess. So you got to tug on that pretty good. Let me get the rest of them off. Okay, so I got it off. This is it. It's really crappy. I mean, I get it, it's to flex. You're losing a lot of power here. You really are. Not to mention that this is really thin plastic. I would compare this plastic to like some of the plastic balances that you'd see underneath a car. It's that thin. I could probably take a knife and just slice it open. So this isn't gonna do very well with heat at all. And when air comes in, it's hitting this and it's getting turbulent. So it's slowing down. And look, again, your engine's like a vacuum, right? The more air you can pull in, burn more fuel, get it out, more spark, more power. This sucks. This is really bad. It's really bad. This is what we're upgrading to, right? As you can see, there we go. The intakes, inlets are the same, but it doesn't pinch down. This wedges down. This stays the same all the way through. It's a nice, clean curve up and out. The air is hitting this and just flowing with the surface. So we're gonna pull it in. It's gonna stay cooler too because this is gonna be better insulated. This is a piece of, you can't see it down here. It's a turd. So, we're getting rid of that. Basically all we're doing is putting this back in, guys. It comes out one way, it's gonna go in only one way, and everything's only gonna go back on the same way. So we're gonna get that on and show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's it. I mean, it didn't take very long to do what we were doing. Again, we went with the agency power air filter, the agency power air intake. We deleted this, which is the factory one, it sucks. This is the paper element, factory one. It'll work until you need a new one. I wouldn't buy another one. While we were in there, we were throwing stuff on the ground, we took this out. And that went with this. This is your factory blow off valve. It's plastic. It works. But while we're in there, we're just gonna upgrade it. That's what we do here. This is the agency power blow off valve. So this one is going to replace like for like. Exact same thing, except for this is billet machined. And you can change the spring in here to how you like it. It comes in the kit. If you want it to go harder or softer, you twist it open, you change it out. We went with the adjustable one, which is just like this, minus this, right? We're not plugging in that hose again. So that gets capped, and I'll show you in the video. I don't need this anymore. And we're gonna do the air to atmosphere. So we get that sound, that noise that's like super dicky. So that's what we did. And should pick up some power. Should sound pretty good. And maybe I should get it tuned next. That's another video, but let's take a look at it. All right, so again, it's not very difficult. It's the agency power air intake filter. Pretty simple. You can see the tube from agency power, the intake charge tube. Went right on. Back out of here. Hopefully we can see it in here. You can see, snake this in here, the new charge tube. We blocked it off right here when we deleted the factory blow-off valve, and we went with the air to atmosphere blow-off valve. See it right in there now. Get you in there. Installed pretty easy. It's right there. You adjust the knob right here. Twist it in for harder. Pull it back out for a softer blow-off. Follow the instructions. Put the loom back in. It's all back together. Fairly simple install. Looks great. We're gonna keep that in case someone needs it out here that we're on a ride with. But I'm also gonna go ahead and keep these. These came off the factory. Hose clamps like this are always good to keep, so I'm gonna go ahead and store those. Don't throw these away, guys. You'll use them. Got these great bags in here. PRP, we're gonna throw those in there. And that's it. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna throw the plastics back on it and we're gonna fire it up. It's agency power exhaust. It's loud. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I turned it on and it was so loud when I started hitting the gas. The camera shut off. So let's do it again. Shut off again. I'll get it dialed in when we're out running, but hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm having a lot of fun on this build. It's just about done. Bear with me. It's gonna get there. We have a few more things I want to get done to it because I can make this street legal in Arizona, and that's what I'm gonna do. So that's my next mission: get it street legal, get it registered, get the blinker, the street legal blinker kit from Ecstasy put on. Hopefully we'll have a video with those guys soon. But thanks for tuning in. Continue to like, subscribe, leave comments, follow us on Instagram at UTV Source, follow our stories, subscribe to our email. A lot of cool stuff happens in there, guys. And most of all, get out there, have some fun. I'm running right now, except for it's like 118. So I'm gonna just continue building for now. I'm gonna have air conditioning. That's a wrap. So, that's a wrap, guys. We'll see you on the next one.